Questions?
Just how did you put that? I mean, those guys rolled up 600 yards on you. I know that's special teams in there too, but how do you get that fixed and go on to Pittsburgh, which is not the dynamic scoring offense that Virginia Tech is?
Yeah, I think the short week kind of comes at a good time.
Okay.
Right, we came in last night, watched the film, talked about it, and the message is, listen, even right after the game, get that out of our system. Obviously, we didn't play well, we didn't execute at the level that we needed to, but at the end of the day, the season's continuing to move on, and we got a short week on Thursday night on the road. So use the stuff we can learn from, and then just we can't let that falter our preparation this week. So just learn from what we can learn from, and now go out and we started preparing for Pitt already last night and today.
How much did the Syracuse week kind of help logistically dealing with another short week?
I think so. We used, honestly, kind of a similar plan that we used with Syracuse in terms of Sunday meetings and stuff we did on Sunday to get our bodies kind of back. So I think it's good for us, good for some of the younger guys, even good for the veterans to have a short week on the road, a night game on the road. We've been through that already, so we kind of know what to expect. So it's been good.
Just more about the emotions of winning 5 in a row and then losing the way you did. Just what was that like, and how do you guys kind of regroup from that? You touched on it a bit, but more about that.
Yeah, I think we talked about. I mean, it's humbling, definitely. Football's a humbling game, and if you don't show up the right way every week, that can happen. So I think again, like the thing that Coach Halfley's done a great job with, Coach Azar's done a great job with is, we have to grow from it, we have to learn from it, but we're pushing forward and we're pushing through it, and it's not gonna. There's no bad body language, there's no bad energy, bad attitudes. It's for us to learn from, and obviously we don't want to feel like that again. So go out and prepare the right way this week, and try to win the game.
Good question on Dino. What does he mean to the team? What's he like? Can you tell he's a coach's son a little bit? I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Dino brings a great, attitude and energy. He's a really smart football player. Again, like you touched with the, coach's son stuff. But he's so awesome in the locker room, and just you can feel his energy. Whether in spring ball camp, going up against him, you can feel his energy. You can feel his passion. You can feel he's a tough kid. He'll do anything for the team. He's really detailed in what he does, and it's really. Really, really fun having him on the team. It's been awesome.
You guys are more of a feature thing.
Yep.
Why'd you pick Boston College?
So originally, I'm a Jersey guy. I grew up watching BC. It's close to home. 3.5 hours. Originally, Coach Adazio's staff was really great to me in recruiting. I knew some of the guys on the staff, Coach Campanelli, Coach Reed. Really, everyone on that staff I have great admiration for. And I think, again, even those guys, when they were there, they said, I remember guys recruiting me and saying, even if, the assistant coach is not here that's recruiting you, BC's the right place for you just because of, how the school is essentially operates in terms of administration, in terms of the people here. And at first, I don't think I really understood that. I was younger, and then as I've gotten older, I realized, how special a place BC is, in terms of, there'll always be the right type of people around here, whether it's, players, coaches, administrators, teachers, people that, work at the university. So it's been, I think it was a place with like-minded people that ended up being a right fit.
This is not an Adazio versus Halfley question.
Yeah.
So put that aside.
Absolutely.
But in terms of seeing how the program was back then to where it has become now, can you just talk about the growth of the culture and where the program is now? It's actually being an actual program more than just a team.
Yeah, I think from a school perspective, like I think we've seen a lot more probably investment in the school in terms of obviously Fish Fieldhouse, the weight room, renovating Yawkey and nutrition and strength coaches and support staff. So I think that's stuff that has grown, that I've definitely noticed over the years that's grown in terms of building the program.
You obviously have ability on the field, but Jeff talked a little bit about your football acumen, about being a coach on the field.
Yeah.
Talk about that, about seeing the game, not just feeling the game.
Yeah, I think there's kind of like when you play football for a long time, you get more comfortable, and you're able to slows down in your head, right? And you're able to kind of anticipate, like especially on defense. Defense is a game of anticipation. So I think when you see things over and over, and you see little subtle tells from the offense and formation recognition, and you can kind of feel you've played the reps hundreds of times in the game, hundreds of times in practice, and you feel where this defense alignment's going to go on this offense alignment, and then you feel where the running back's going to go, fit off that. You can kind of fit accordingly. You can kind of get tells from the offense, from the quarterback, his demeanor, is it run or pass? I think those are all things that just come with time. And it's certainly, again, like defense is a game of anticipation. It makes the game easier to play because you're able to play faster.
In the back of your mind, is there somewhere that says, Coach DePalma someday?
Yeah, I think so. I grew up. I'm son of a coach too. My dad's been coaching high school football for almost 30 years, and I grew up around a lot of really special people that I think have shaped certainly the person I am and the player I am, and I'm very, very fortunate for those people. And I would say those are some of the biggest influences in my life, biggest impacts in my life. The reason I'm here today. All the way from I always feel like I'm so lucky. I had great coaches when I was playing fourth grade football, all the way up to my senior year of high school. So I think those people. I always loved the game, even when I was younger. But I think having those role models throughout my life have always, I think guided me. I've always wanted to be a part of football, wanted to coach, and I think that's definitely a reason why.
Thank you, Ben.
Yep.
All right,
Thanks, good.
Thanks, guys.
man. Appreciate it.